right, this message right here is for the earth signs. I'm gonna try to get these up as soon as I can, but this is for the earth signs. Earth signs, earth signs. I want to make sure that everybody knows this is the earth signs reading. Okay, earth signs reading. Okay, so sorry about that, earth signs. Had to cut that off. Hope earth signs are all doing well. So wanted to do a reading for this 9-9 portal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in and let's just start the reading, right? Let's start the reading. Make sure the energy is all cleared out. And here we go. I think I've gotten these cards flipped up and around again. So let me go ahead and shuffle and not worry about it too much. Holy Spirit, I thank you for the earth signs reading. Holy Spirit, I thank you. One card at a time, 3 cards for the earth sign. 9925 for 999 reading. 10 of Swords. Maybe some painful situations, painful endings. But let's keep going. Holy Spirit. What's the next card for the earth signs reading? Holy Spirit, the next card for the earth signs reading. Make it clear. Let me shuffle again, Holy Spirit. I have to reset these cards again. That's okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. It's the second card for the earth signs reading. That flipped up, but I need you to make it flip out. Got an Ace of Pentacles. Holy Spirit, one last card. There we go. Got a 7 of Cups. Lots of love choices going on, or going to be going on. And I know I did that rough. That's not the bottom. Let's see. There's 3, 4. What looks like that's the bottom. But then that does too. Not as much. So we're going to do, what's at the bottom? The Knight of Swords. Sometimes it goes that way. I'm going to clarify with this deck. So 10 of Swords. Definitely looking at painful ending. It can look at a painful ending, but also you have this Ace of Pentacles. So even within that, you have an Ace of Pentacles. So money, finances, the practical things in life, you know, that could be business, it could be just increase in finances, but definitely this is coming down from the divine. And with the 7 of Cups, with the 7 of Cups, lots of love choices, choices in love, and then you can just look at just choices. Not all those choices are the right choice. If you know anything, all those choices are not necessarily the right choice. They're illusions. Could be spun as well. So it can be, it's a lot of cups. You got to make the right choice. Doesn't mean you got to dip all off in every cup, but you do have to investigate these cups if you plan on making a choice out of these cups. Overall energy, the Knight of Swords. So knights are move and they can be kind of reckless. With the Knight of Swords, messages, some communication. They are very sharp-minded, but they can move quick too. So this could be some communication coming in, as well as the overall. This communication could be all 3. You know, I'm definitely seeing that whatever ends, whatever this painful ending is, this Ace is coming in. So it could be some messages about finances, messages about new jobs, new ways to make income, messages about just that overall income. that's coming in for you. So let's go ahead and clarify Earth signs. Holy Spirit for the Earth signs reading. I'm trying to clarify the Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. But first we want to clarify the Ten of Swords, Holy Spirit, for the Earth sign reading. You continue to shuffle here. Holy Spirit, we want to clarify this Ten of Swords. Holy Spirit, for this Earth sign of energy, can you clarify the Ten of Swords? Holy Spirit, clarify the Ten of Swords. Holy Spirit, clarify. Ooh, I can't take all of those, but the top one is a Ten of Wands. We'll take that. Holy Spirit, can you clarify the Ace of Pentacles? Can you clarify the Ace of Pentacles? Holy Spirit, clarify the Ace of Pentacles for the Earth sign reading. Holy Spirit, clarify the Ace of Pentacles for the Earth sign reading. Holy Spirit, clarify the Ace of Pentacles for the Earth sign reading. Holy Spirit, clarify the Ace of Pentacles for the Earth sign reading. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for the Earth sign reading. This one didn't want to go back in. I'll take it. It's a judgment. Holy Spirit, can you clarify the Seven of Cups for the Earth sign reading? Clarify the Seven of Cups for the Earth sign reading. Holy Spirit, can you clarify the Seven of Cups for the Earth sign reading? Can you clarify the Seven of Cups for the Earth sign reading? Clarify the Seven of Cups. Jumped on out my hand. Page of Swords. Overall energy of the Tower. Yeah, divine change. Foundations breaking down that was built on illusions anyway. That wasn't on solid foundation. So with that being overall energy, that Ten of Swords is painful due to it. Then we get the Ten of Wands to clarify the Ten of Swords. So some burdens, whatever burdens were going on around you, it was some burdens. And with this being like also like the Wheel of Fortune as well, when you get a Ten of Wands. But with the painful endings behind it, whatever it did, it kind of placed some burdens on you. It placed some burdens on you. And if we put it with the overall energy of the Knight of Swords, like communication, sharpness, swiftness, not so much swiftness, but really like that, just messages that's coming in, right? And they're of a sharp mental, but then you have the Tower. The Tower is endings as well. It's ending. It's like a collapse, upheaval, like a sudden change. It's divine change. It's breaking down. But this breakdown, it allows you to free yourself from being stuck in a situation where the foundation, the building is stuck down in water and the ground is all the way around. So it wasn't built in the proper place anyway. So whatever was torn down, and it may hurt and it may feel burdensome, you know. But it's also, when you look at an ending, the ending will bring a new beginning. With the Ten of Wands also being like the Wheel of Fortune card, so to speak, as whatever is burdening you, and then you look at the endings, this could be put in place to help you have that Wheel of Fortune, to turn in your favor and get you out of a situation when you relate it to the Tower, to get you on a new path. And it's a divine change, but it's a divine change. And then we're looking at the Ace of Pentacles with this new money coming in, being clarified by the Judgment. So this is like a final decision. A final decision with the Judgment. Like properly, like the truth. The truth coming all the way out fully, pretty much. And when you look at it, like it, with this ace, it's like a rebirth, right? Like rebirth to your finances. Whatever you went through, this is rebirthing you and giving you that ace. Like a rebirth, something collapsed. With the Tower, with it being rebirth, like whatever was broken, is judgment. Like it needed to break so you can get this ace. So this money, this foundation that's being built, is being built on the right foundation. And whatever was underneath it that was shaky, that didn't need to be there, it's gone. Divinely gone. Chaotic, yes. Cause a lot of mental burdens, yes. Cause some pain and anguish mentally, yes. But it's meant to. So with the Seven of Cups, which is these options, you got the Page of Swords to clarify that. So with the Page of Swords clarifying that, you're looking at like learning. It's like learning in a new way, going up level in the learning, in like the skills aspect of what you need to learn. And you're gonna like everything that you're learning, like, and also the communication, speaking clearly, understand, if somebody speaks clearly with you, then you can understand clearly. So whatever was done, it should have been very clear. The tens is torn down. The Judgment, the newness coming in, is clear, a rebirth in your finances. It's clear, clearing away all the things that is not needed. And with this coming up, with the Seven of Cups, with these options and this Page of Swords, whatever you're learning to make better decisions when those options come around. With the Tower and the Knight of Swords, and looking at as it relates to the Page of Swords, with these options, you really like whatever messages that you get, whatever communication comes in, because there could be some communication that's going to come in, and it's like your mind is going to be sharp to make these decisions. And with this Page of Swords and this Knight, yeah, it's fast moving energy. Well, not just fast, but yeah, it can be slightly reckless. But the fact is, you learn what you need to learn, and you still in the stages of learning. But with this Knight, that's communication. And with the page is clear speaking. So not only is the communication coming in, but you're going to clearly decide and speak what you need to speak, even though you're still learning. Yeah, you're still learning, and new options are coming in love, and definitely you got an ace when it comes to your money. But whatever that was broken, whatever foundation behind you, or that's currently, because you could be in this right now, is leading you, and it's been happening for a divine reason. For a divine reason. And up underneath that was the Seven of Swords, meaning whatever was going on, somebody maybe was stealing from you. And then underneath that, I don't read in reverse, you got the Seven of Cups. So yeah, it was some options. That's a 777. It was a lot of options going on around you. Bottom of that is the Nine of Wands. So it could have been a lot of challenges going on. Somebody wanted to bind you up. Somebody wanted to have you in your head with the 9 right here. That's a 999. Like ending cycles. They wanted you to be up in your head. But at the same time, whatever this has happened has caused you to be in this High Priestess energy, this knowing, this King of Cups, this intuition, knowing. Yeah. And then there's a Two of Wands. It's like you don't no longer have to juggle what you see, what you feel. You should have learned that whatever was trying to keep you bound, this Nine of Wands, to have challenges on you, and it was due to choices. It was due to some kind of a choices. They were getting ready to steal and rob from you even further. Even though whatever happened hurt, it hurt you bad. Then the Tower came in. Judgment is on somebody's head, and it's also on yours. So you will always be in this clearly speaking, clear to understand, having clear communication. Nothing else under there, so I can't pull no more, so I won't. You're a page. You're learning, but just because you're learning, you can learn and go at the same time. You don't have to be fearful of what you know. You know what you know. Let's get a couple of rooms on it and close it out, Earth signs. Holy Spirit, I thank you for a message for the Earth signs. Messages for the Earth signs. All right. What do we have here? Something in the past had a lot of delays and resistance, and maybe wanted to keep you in a resistant place. But on the bottom, we have protection. I'll go into that in just a second. So delays, restrictions, like innovation. You needed to have this self-reliance. With those 10s, it hurt. It hurt. But that, the power that you have to overcome that is what brings you forward. Then you got this interconnectedness. So your past, present, and your future. So as you continue to move forward, as you continue to learn, like, this has helped you to be connected. Like, the judgment is coming down. And you got this ace, like this rebirth. This is your connection. It's showing you, just because all that happened, it happened for a reason. It ended out of cycles of 10-10. Cycle completely closed out so that you can rebirth on to the next step. Then you have this ace, and the judgment is rebirth, right? Then you got this page of swords, this clear speaking, this learning energy, right? This clear speaking, clear learning energy, the wrath of nature, destructive, uncontrolled forces, especially the weather within the unconscious, tampering, testing, and trials. So this is something like that was destroyed so that you could, because sometimes we forget we still got to go through a learning experience. We sometimes forget that we're still learning. We're forever learning. Like this wrath, this destruction of nature, when you look at it with the food, not with the food, with the tower. I don't know why I said the food. It's okay to have the mindset to be optimistic as you move forward. And it's a great thing. You need that to move forward. You need to know what you know on the inside and go for what you know, right? And sometimes we can get in a little bit of a place, I would say, especially earth signs when it comes to the money situation and working and stuff. But you can forget, like, sometimes you can still be in a mode of learning, and this is going to put you back in a page energy, but not in a bad way. Like your financial foundation has been reset. It's a rebirth and it's an ace. So you is nothing truly lost when it comes to your stability. It's a newness, right? It's something new that's happened. You're a page, meaning you're not a child, but you're young. So you get that youthfulness that's to come back around. You got a lot of choices. But now you got the swords energy, which is this thinking energy. Not only are you grounded, that tower happened because, look, the ground is over here, and this tower is sitting in water. This was the nature event. A divine event that you couldn't change no way. It's like we already, whatever the case is, you already had the financial stability and you already stable, and you can come out of the feelings of the hurt and all of what shook it up, because it's like a rebranding, maybe even going to a new career that's more better suited, that's going to have you learning a lot. But it looks like you're going to learn, go from this page to a night. It's going to be a gradual changes. You're going to clearly speak. Clear communication will come into you. What you know, seems like you're going to have a gradual growth in it. And that's good. It's like one step to the next step. And it's not going to be super long of a transition. When you get the pages and the nights, it's like you imagine that night being on that horsepower. Even though compared to a car, horsepower is not the same. But when you compare it to times of old versus walking and a horse, that horse was pretty fast, right? And at the end of the day, it's a steady build up. It's a good, steady build up moving forward. Last card that came out, overall energy, protection, a shield. The protection, urge to shelter oneself or others. Defense, warding off of evil, shield. A guardian connected with the gods awakening and higher life. So whatever you learn, it's going to help you to protect yourself and to move forward. And you moving forward in a whole new way, probably in a new business, probably in a new career, shifting your energies, pivoting to something that's better suited for you for the long run. But you will have to learning how to protect yourself, learning how to make the right choices, learning that whatever ends is not the end of you. Whatever ends is a part to help you to your new beginning. So I'm going to grab a couple of messages from the universe, earth signs, for the earth signs, and then we're going to close it out, right? Holy Spirit Divine, I thank you for messages for the earth signs, messages for the earth signs. At least one card, Holy Spirit. There we go. And we got it. Bottom of the deck. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release old hurts and worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for whether you think you may have been wronged, or been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. So even if you were wronged or something like that, have peace on your journey, because what you're doing, move forward, is a whole ace, a whole rebirth, and it's stable, and you're gonna be able to be in your mind and thinking. Whatever options come in towards it, you'll be able to make the right decision. You know that all of them are not right, but you got a double dose of air energy, analytical energy, to actually think through it. You can speak clearly, and you're gonna be able to communicate clearly and hear clearly. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect different results. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before, and showing up to meet them down streets you never walked before. So this is something new. You've never done it before. You're a page in it, and it's higher learning. It's some education, but it's something new. It's a pivot for you, and it looks like it's a safe bet, and it looks like it was done by the divine, and it was to keep you from further tricky, sticky situations, and you have protection, and you likely learn how to protect yourself moving forward, especially when it's in finances, okay? All right, earth signs, that's all of the reading.